Hi, it's Miss D from the Trenton Free Public Library at 120 Academy Street in Trenton, New Jersey. And today I'm going to show you how to make paper beads, just like this one. Paper beads are great for making jewelry. This one I made into a bracelet. You can also make necklaces or any other jewelry that you'd like. With the holidays coming up, these would make a great present for either a friend or mom or even dad. So let's get started. I'll show you what you're going to need. You're going to need a bottle of glue. You're going to need a little bowl to put your glue in. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need a paintbrush or any other utensil that you can use to spread your glue. You're going to need a long round object. A straw or a pencil work great. This is what you're going to use to wrap the bead around in. You're going to need a paper plate or any sort of item this is what we're going to use to put the beads on so that they'll dry. It's a paper plate, and I put some wax paper on top to make sure that the beads won't stick to the paper while they're drying. You're going to need something to put your beads on. This is some fake leather cord. I got this roll at Michael's. They also sell these are pre-made bracelet cords, and they have already the clasp. They have the little hook and clasp so that you can put it on and off. And they sell those at Michael's too. Or you can just use any sort of ribbon that you have laying around the house or yarn. And finally, you're going to need paper for your paper beads. I love to use magazines. The paper is nice and glossy, but it's also easy to roll and it's colorful. So you're going to want to find some magazines that have colorful pages. Like this one is perfect because it's got all of these nice bold colors, blue and some pink here. There's red. There's even some white in it. Here's another good one. Or even this one has some nice yellow and black. So again, you're going to want some magazines that have some nice colorful pages, colors that you like, because you're going to get to pick the colors that your beads are going to be. So I think that's everything that we need. Let's get started. I'm going to lower the camera so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to cut your beads out. So you'll need your magazine paper, and you want to pick out colors that you like. So I already have some pre-cut here. I picked the yellow paper, yellow and blue. And if you see, I cut out long, skinny triangles. Now, you want to try to make them about the same size from here to here, the base of the triangle, this flat part. You want it to be not too big. This is going to be, whatever size this is the size that your bead is going to be. So you don't want it to be too big because you don't want to have huge beads. So this is about, I don't know, a nail length. It's about maybe about 1/2 inch. But you decide how big you want your beads to be. I want mine to be about this big. So I want to make sure that all of my papers, all of my triangles are about the same width. The length doesn't matter so much as the width does. All right, so you want to start cutting. You want to find the paper that you like. And then you're just going to start cutting at a slight angle to make a triangle, like that. And you just keep cutting. Now I'm cutting all from the same page, but you can use different pages, different colors if you want your beads to be multicolored, to be different colors. Now see, this one I cut a bit too big, so I'm just going to trim it down a little bit, keeping the shape of the triangle. That triangle shape doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I have quite a few triangles here already. I'm ready to get started. I'm going to take my glue, I'm going to open it up and pour some into a bowl. Not too much. Also, you're going to be getting glue on the table, so you might want something to put down, maybe one of the pages from your magazine, so that when you're spreading the glue, it doesn't dirty your table. And then you want to get your paintbrush. Okay, so this part's very important. If you see, my triangle has print on one side, it's white and black, and then it's got the colorful side on the other. So you want to put the colorful side down. Whatever side you want your bead to be, whatever color you want your bead to be, that's the part of the paper that you're going to put face down. Okay, so that when you roll it, that's the part that's going to show. So we're going to start by putting some glue on the base. We're going to start at the base. That's the wide part, the base of the triangle. And we're going to spread it. We're not going to spread it through the whole, we're not going to cover the whole triangle, just maybe about 1/3 of it. And then you're going to take your straw or your pencil, and you're going to start rolling it. Rolling it around the straw nice and tight. Like that, until you get to the part where you don't have glue, and then you want to start putting more glue down. And then you keep rolling it. And you want to make sure that it's nice and tight and in one spot there, that you're rolling it up into a nice tight bead. You're just twisting the straw and holding it in place with your finger, like that. Okay. When you're done, see how it's got a nice bead, it's wrapped around the straw. You're going to take more glue and you're just going to spread it out all around your bead. The glue is going to dry clear, and it's going to make sure that your paper has a nice covering so it doesn't fall apart. Okay, now this is a tricky part. You want to take your bead off of your straw and put it on your plate so it'll dry. What I like to do, I have small nails, is I go to the bottom of the bead, and with my nails I just start to slowly pull it up. It should come out right, pretty easy. There you go, there's the first bead. And we're going to put it right here. I like to put it standing up like that so that it gives it less surface area to stick to the paper. And you keep doing that. We'll try this one. I'll show you this one again. This is the colorful side that I want. Oh, this one's yellow here. So maybe I'll do this one so that it's yellow. So I'm going to put the yellow side down. Then I'm going to start spreading some glue over about 1/3 to 1/2 of it, not the whole thing, because you don't want the glue to dry if it takes you long to roll it up. I've got my straw, and I'm going to start rolling it. Now normally I roll this on the table. I'm just picking it up so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I've reached the part where there's no more glue. So I'm going to start adding more glue. And keep twisting. And hold it. You see how I'm holding it up with my index finger here? And just guiding the paper so it kind of goes in the middle. There we go. And I'm going to add a little more glue just to make sure all of the bead is coated with glue. And then I'm going to take the tips of my fingers. If you have a nail, that works great, and just slide it off. When you're sliding off, you want to hold on to the bottom edge of it. You don't want to hold on to the middle. You're going to get your fingers all dirty and it might start coming apart. So you want to hold on to the bottom and just slide it right off like that. So now we have a nice pretty yellow one. And we'll put it on our plate. And your hands might start getting sticky, so you can always stop, change your piece of paper, go wash your hands so that you're not sticky. And just continue doing this until you have all the beads that you want. And that's the last one. So I have about 10 or 11 little paper beads. And I'm going to let them dry overnight, just to make sure that the glue is nice and dry, and it'll harden. So they'll be a little, they won't be papery, and they'll be durable. So you're going to leave it overnight to dry. And then when you're done, they should look like this. And you can cut whatever piece of string or yarn or whatever you decide to put it on, and then you just thread them through the cord, and there you have your paper bead bracelet or a necklace to give to friends or to keep for yourself. All right, thanks for joining us. Let us know how you liked it. If you need any magazines, we do have some. Hold on, let's put this up. If you need any magazines, we do have some in the children's room at the Trenton Free Public Library. You can come down and you can ask for some, and we'll be able to give you some nice, colorful magazines that we have. All right, thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time.